At 50, my style finally feels like me. At this stage of life, it's no longer about blending into the background. It's about refining who you already are. So today's video, I'm sharing 10 fashion rules that define my style at 50 and all the things I've learned to stop doing along the way. Part of today's video is sponsored by Angara. More on that a little later, and let's get into the video. Fashion rule number 1, age does not define my style. You know, when I was in my 30s, heading into my 40s, I kind of thought, all right, now's the time to start playing it safe. Now's the time to dress a little more mature and not be so youthful in my way of dressing and my aesthetic. And you know what? 40 came and went, and you know what I did for my 40th birthday? I went to the salon, I had my hair bleached and turned it bright fire engine red. So an antiquated rule like dressing for your age quickly went out the window, and I have followed that philosophy ever since. I strongly believe that age does not define style, your attitude does. And if you are going into these later years, into these midlife years, with that mentality that you need to shrivel up and become a little dried prune in the corner of your bedroom and not go out and not have fun and not dress up and not have confidence and feeling good about yourself, I strongly believe if I love something and I feel confident in it, there's no one going to stop me from wearing that. No longer do I think sophistication just simply means wearing a navy blazer and ballet flats from Chanel and disappearing into the background and looking like everyone else. Yes, I love that aesthetic. That is a beautiful way of dressing. However, I feel like you need to inject your own personality, inject your own style, and having the confidence to wear something that maybe others don't think are age appropriate for you, well, that's really their problem now, isn't it? I think confidence equals sophistication equals great style. And as I always say on this channel, style has no age limit. So rather than asking yourself, am I too old to wear this? Why don't you ask yourself, am I confident enough to wear this? Do I love how I feel in this? Do I love the way this makes me look? This will shift your mindset into thinking that things are out of reach simply because you're thinking of a certain number that you are, and if that fits into that certain age bracket. That is an old, antiquated way of thinking. And if you stop looking at your age as a limit, other people will also stop looking at it as a limitation and look to you for your energy and not for that number that you're stuck on. Fashion rule number 2, I dress for the life I have, but also for the life I want. Clothes set the tone for the entire day. They tell the world how we want to feel about ourselves. Gone are the days where I used to save those special pieces for those few and far between occasions where I had a reason to wear them. For example, saving that beautiful silk blouse for that future dinner party that your friends were supposed to have and they never did. I think every day deserves a little reward, and why not let that reward be dressing a little nicer in the day. Now, not only do I dress for the life I have, but I'm also trying to dress for the life I'm building. Even if I'm just spending the day working from home, and in this career, there's a whole lot of working from home and your computer, I'm not just spending the day in my sweats and my hoodies. I'm putting a little effort into my appearance because it makes me feel better and it makes me feel more productive. It reminds me that I'm showing up for myself and I'm showing up and taking my work seriously. What I avoid now, and it's made such a world of difference, is dressing for convenience. That old mindset of no one's going to see me anyway. I'm just running to the supermarket or running for a cup of coffee. Who cares? Well, I care, and it matters to me. And I know when I just take that little extra bit of effort to put on something a little nicer, I feel a little more elevated, a little more put together, and I know I'm showing up for myself. And I know it might just be silly running out for a cup of coffee, but just putting something on that makes me feel better about myself, a little more confident, it sends that energy out into the world. And the energy you put out, you attract that back to you. So it's important to me to give off that energy of being a woman that knows what she's doing, knows where she's going, even if it is just running off to the local cafe. Fashion rule number 3, I don't spend a lot of money on trends. I invest in longevity. Now, yes, I'll be the first to tell you how much I love fashion trends, how important I think they are in every woman's wardrobe, and I love following trends, experimenting with them, playing around with them. I enjoy incorporating them into my outfits, but I've learned to enjoy them without letting them destroy my wallet. Instead, I'd rather put my money towards items that will earn a long-lasting place in my closet. And when it comes to real investment pieces, jewelry is at the top of my list, and that's why I'm so thrilled to be working with Angara in today's video. I have a discount code to share with you in just a little bit, but first let's get to unboxing some of these gorgeous pieces that Angara has sent me. If you haven't yet heard of Angara, they're a fine jewelry brand that creates made-to-order handcrafted pieces. Right when I received my Angara pieces, I could tell right away that the unboxing moment just feels so luxurious, like a true gift and something that you can't wait to unwrap. It's presented in beautiful tissue paper, and in case you don't want to present it in a shipping box like this, they also give you a little bag that you can box it up yourself and present it this way as well as a true gift. But it also comes packed protectively like this in bubble wrap. And you can see how gorgeous this is presented here. It's like a true luxury. Little box opens like this, and then you have this leather case that is also enclosed with the gorgeous jewelry inside. It says Angara on top, beautifully constructed. And then you open it up and there's another little box inside, and this is just beautifully velvet encased box, which is so stunning. And then inside here is the actual beautiful piece. Let me just pop it out. Not only was it a gorgeous experience up until this point, but then you open the box and you have this beautiful beam of light shining down on your gorgeous jewelry pieces. These are 1-carat diamond studs on a 14-karat gold backing. Isn't that just such a fabulous experience? Angara also presents you with their certificate of authenticity and also a lifetime warranty, so you know they stand behind the quality of their pieces. It's a lab-grown vintage style round diamond solitaire stud earrings. The color is F to G and the clarity is a VS. I love that Angara handles everything in-house, from sourcing gemstones to setting them, and that means that the quality control is exceptional, but the price is 30% less than you'd find at traditional retailers. So you're getting that Fifth Avenue designer craftsmanship without that designer price tag. I would say a 1-carat is a perfect size, at least for me. They're not too big, not too small. I think they're just right, like Goldilocks says. They have the most perfect amount of shimmer and shine to them. They just glisten in the light. I think they're perfect for everyday wear. And I think they're definitely something I'm going to be incorporating into my everyday earring stack. Angara also sent me another couple of pieces to share with you because the options are just stunning and you have to see them for yourself. This one here is a single pendant. It is a lab-grown Bezel-Set round diamond solitaire pendant, and the beautiful bright light makes it difficult to see on camera, so I'll definitely be inserting a B-roll here. This is also on a 14-karat yellow gold with 1-carat diamond. This pendant is just so eye-catching. It's stunning, but again, it's not too big or oversized. It would make a statement on your neckline. I think it's beautiful to wear it with something open-necked and something that just reveals this gorgeous piece to make it a standalone piece. Us women love showing off our décolleté, and this is a gorgeous way to do it. And this one here is my ultimate dream. I mean, who doesn't dream about having a beautiful tennis bracelet? And I am just completely in awe of how stunning this one looks. This is a lab-grown classic diamond linear tennis bracelet, 7 inches long, 4 1/5 carat. And again, the color is F through G and a clarity of VS. This is absolutely stunning. This is something I would hope my husband can give me one day. I mean, just look at that sparkle. Every piece is expertly crafted with premium quality metals and gemstones and to the finest attention to detail. Finished with high quality, easy to use clasps and closures that stand the test of time without compromising on style. This bracelet absolutely feels like something extra luxurious and something that you might only want to pull out on special occasion. But I think this really fine clasp detail here makes it very secure, one that you could be confident in wearing every day. And this would most likely be something that if I could put this on, I would never take it off. And what makes Angara feel so special is about how personal it feels. Each item is fully customizable. You can choose the gemstone that speaks to you, a sapphire, an emerald, a diamond. You can choose your metal of choice, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, or even platinum. You can also adjust the carat size or the stone quality to match your aesthetic or your budget. To me, this is what a true investment piece is all about, buying less but buying better. I'd rather invest in a beautiful diamond necklace that I can have forever and then pass down to my nieces, or you can pass down to your children or grandchildren, than to have 10 inexpensive cheap pieces that will tarnish in a month. So if you'd like to explore Angara further, whether it's to treat yourself or a loved one, I know the holidays are coming up very soon, so take advantage of my discount code. It's Maria12. It'll save you 12% off your order, plus a free jewelry gift with every purchase. And you can also enjoy free shipping and 60-day returns. With Angara, you can customize a timeless treasure piece that you'll have forever. Fashion rule number 4, and this is very much in line with number 3, and that is I like to mix high and low. Here's something that took me a little while to learn, and that is that real style doesn't have to come with a big price tag. It's more about proportion, taste, and how you put these items together. I love mixing high and low. I can shop at Quince or H&M for my good quality basics, and then I can throw in a designer bag to just elevate the look. For me, I love to mix a little bit of luxury with a little bit of budget. And that's just the way I like to dress. I'm not saying everyone needs to go out and buy designer handbags to pair with their high street fashion. It's just totally my choice and my aesthetic. I just feel like a little touch like a designer belt can really help elevate an outfit. And it's just my little way of incorporating a little luxury into my everyday life. I used to think that being put together meant being in head-to-toe designer, and that probably stems from my childhood where we didn't really grow up with a lot. My mom made all our clothes, and I just always coveted that extravagant lifestyle. I guess to a certain extent, you always want what you don't have. And I just always equated designer with being fashionable. But I've definitely come to learn that being fashionable and stylish has absolutely nothing to do with a price tag. In fact, I think mixing high and low is where all the magic happens. It keeps outfits very grounded and approachable while still feeling aspirational. I think that's why I like to have a little hint of luxury in my outfits, just to feel like I have that luxury I always coveted as a child. Having a good fashion sense, a good style aesthetic is all about knowing how to put items together, whether they're all thrifted or from a budget or they're all super high end. I think having a price tag does not equal having style. So here's my rule, basically. If it looks intentional, then I think it really works. I think keeping one standout piece in your outfit, whether it is a high-end piece or maybe just something that's a little more flashy, I think an outfit always looks its best when you limit that standout piece to just being one in your outfit. So don't be afraid to mix in an investment piece, whether it's your Angara jewelry or a designer handbag. Mix it in with your high street items. Personal style is all about curation. It's definitely not about how much you spent on it. We are halfway through this video and I hope you're enjoying it so far. Please take a quick second right now and give this video a big thumbs up. It truly helps the channel so much. It helps push this video out to more fashion-loving ladies like yourself. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Maria. This channel is all about sophisticated modern fashion for the woman over 40 or any age for that matter, because of course I don't like to put an age limit on style. I talk a lot about fashion trends, I offer styling advice and outfit inspiration, so I hope you'll join me. If you'd like to connect with me further, I also offer a free monthly newsletter, and you can sign up on the QR code here or in the link in the description box below. It's sent out the first of every month. I promise I don't spam. And the newsletter is chock full of wellness and fashion information that could be very helpful to you. Liking, subscribing, and the newsletter are free ways to support the channel, but if you'd like to support it further, I do offer a membership for a very low monthly fee of $3.99 a month, and you can click the join button underneath this video to get the details. It's a very small fee, but it goes a long way, and it helps me continue to make content for you. Fashion rule number 5 is that I always like to incorporate at least one trend item into my outfit. For me, a trend is like a refresh button. It's a way to instantly update my wardrobe and helping me to enjoy the items that I already love and keep them feeling fresh and new and exciting. And it's just a way to help myself not get so bored with what I own. As much as I love talking about a lot of trends on this channel, every season I do like to just focus on one or two that really resonate with me. And I love weaving them into my everyday looks, just for that little update, just to make me feel like I'm in the know and I know what's out there and I know how to look modern and chic. What I don't do anymore is chase every single trend. It's expensive, exhausting, and ultimately confusing. I always want to ask myself, does this trend align with my aesthetic or does it compete with it? Adding just one modern touch to a classic outfit instantly makes it feel a little more relevant. For example, in this given moment in time in 2025, if you wanted to wear a classic crew neck sweater and a pair of straight leg jeans, that's very classic and timeless. However, you can do a simple swap of the jeans out for some wide leg or barrel legs, and you have an instant update of a modern looking outfit. Not that there was anything wrong with the classic style, but it's just a quick, easy way to inject a little bit of an update. I usually find the funnest and easiest way to incorporate a trend is usually with accessories or shoes. So updating your footwear or your handbag for the season could be a fun, easy way to inject a trend. This is how I like to keep my wardrobe fresh and just keep it updated and feeling relevant for the season and not feeling like it's getting a little stale. Fashion rule number 6 is that I follow the 3-color rule. This is one of the simplest styling principles out there, and that is that I limit my outfits to 3 colors only. I used to think that more is more is more. Prints, accessories, patterns, numerous colors, they all compete for attention. So now I like to avoid all that visual noise and not go overboard. These days I like to have a base color, a complementary tone, and an accent tone. So maybe it's cream, tan, and gold, or maybe navy, white, and burgundy. I think an outfit feels a little more cohesive, a little more put together, definitely less of a mishmash, and a little more effortless, I guess you can say. And of course, this rule can apply from anything to your weekend wear to the office in the evening. I think when you limit your color palette and focus on other elements more like the texture and the silhouette, these details can actually add more to the outfit than throwing a bunch of color at it. And that brings me to my next fashion rule, and that is that not every outfit has to be 100% flattering all the time. I think this is one of the most liberating lessons that we can all take away from this video, and that's that we don't always have to chase what is flattering to us. What's going to make our legs look longer? What's going to make our torso look shorter? What's going to make our waist look thinner? What's going to minimize our chest? What's going to broaden our shoulders? What's going to put us in that hourglass shape? At 50, I don't think that my only goal in clothing is to simply make me look smaller, taller, and thinner. Now I love to play with silhouettes and make outfits feel more interesting through shape. For example, I think it's really interesting to play with volume, and I think some of my most chicest outfits have a lot of volume to them, and they don't necessarily have to be a form-fitting, body-hugging, accentuating type of outfit. Like I love a pair of wide leg jeans with a boxy jacket, or an oversized sweater with some balloon pants. I mean, these types of outfits, you can look at them as not being very flattering, but I certainly think they're quite expressive. So I think if a silhouette inspires you, and maybe it's not slimming, lengthening, and elongating, go ahead and wear that, enjoy that, and feel confident in that. The confidence you radiate from wearing that outfit that you love is far going to outshine the fact that it may not be the most flattering fit for you. My next fashion rule is that I embrace an evolving personal style. I don't think our style was ever meant to stay still. What I avoid now is locking myself into one type of aesthetic because it worked for me in a certain decade. Well, taking that with you from year to year to decade is only going to make you feel like you have a dated look that was relevant to that particular decade. Just like things shift in our lives over time, our careers, our homes, our lifestyle, and our mood, even our bodies change. Why shouldn't our wardrobes? Some days I love to feel very minimalist, and other days I love to feel maximalist. Some days I feel a little romantic feminine, and other days I feel a little androgynous and masculine. I think it's that flexibility that keeps fashion fun and unexpected. I think having fun with style is a great way to inject personality into your outfit, experiment with trends, experiment with aesthetics. I treat my everyday style like a way of dressing into a character for that day. Who do I want to be that day? What role do I want to play? How do I want to feel? I think it's fun to experiment, try new things, Don't be afraid to veer away from what you've always known and loved. I feel like it's okay to embrace change, accept it. There's so many things that change in our lives through the years, but the fashion certainly doesn't have to be a very anxiety-driven, stressful time. It's a time to play with your outfits and have fun. Express yourself, and you only live once. Special thank you again to Angara for partnering with me in this video. Make sure to check out the links in the description box below and take advantage of that discount code. Treat yourself or your loved ones this holiday season or any time of year. My last 2 fashion rules can be seen on my membership channel as part of the exclusive content for members. This is something you can join for a small monthly fee of $3.99 a month. It's a wonderful way to support the channel, and it costs less than a cup of coffee. I hope you'll consider joining. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't yet already, and check out my free newsletter if you haven't yet. Those are my fashion rules for women 50 and beyond, and the outdated rules that I've learned to let go of. At this age, style is about refinement and alignment. I wear my clothes with confidence, comfort, and that brings beauty to my everyday. Let me know which one of these rules resonated with you the most, and which outdated rule you're realizing that you need to break right away. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.